It is very lootiful. It's a very lootiful mod. Uh, both in mining and taking out enemies. So I had to give myself some kind of limitation, right? I don't want to be overloading too much on the loot, especially when there's just so much. And now I'm about to go into the magic section of this, and it's going to be intense in its own thing, definitely. Just it's like literally the department of okay, just wow. I mean, it's simple, but at the same time, it's something where I have to be careful of that. Uh, Teleporter has a few different functions. Okay. Okay. It will all start with this book, might I add. And I will group a few of these potions together because I might need them to demonstrate this. So, I guess it's time to introduce the magical side of Cavenia. So I can throw tools and other unnecessary things for this portion away. I will hold on to that just in case I need to demonstrate inside the dimensions, but I don't see that being a big deal. Okay, now I'm starting to take these back. Let's see if I can even use up all the ones I got, or if they even can be used up, because I haven't done this part in survival before. I have tested it, and it is cool, but it's also not entirely what you think, and I may have to use some of my special demo books that I've been holding on to, just to be sure that everything goes fine. So let's take a few things, throw them in here. Now I have space for whatever. Okay, so let's demonstrate now the magic section of Cavenia. You've seen hunter skill, you've seen mining skill. Well, now it's time for magician skill. So let's do this thing. Okay, I'm going to see how this works in normal survival, because again, I've tested it in creative, but I haven't done it in survival. So well, actually I need to get that out of the way because I need to right click these. What you do is every time you have a magical book, you do have to hold it. The lower your magic level is, the longer it will take for you to activate. Okay, so those are used up in survival. I got a magical book of Flame Breath 1. Now, that's useful because each book represents a different spell. The magical book that has triple question mark that you receive at random will itself kind of act as a spell, but it gives you other spells. Like it disappears and then gives you another spell. Take a break. That's an interesting advancement. It hits me like I ran into a wall. And then that happens. Okay, allow me to illustrate how this book is supposed to work. Since it said to take a break, I'll take a break from that. But obviously, I'm going to not be completely breaking because I'm demoing this. Flame Breath is a spell that's obviously about firepower. So, let's cook something. Sorry. Magic does not meet the conditions. I'm aiming right at a mob. It says cow. Hello, cow? Maybe I have to throw it at a block. I'm trying to remember, because I was doing this before. Maybe I just have to do it without aiming at anything. That's weird. Maybe I just don't have enough mana. Let's try a different book. I'll probably demonstrate that one again in creative if I don't have one that I can actually cast. Apparently, they can have duds. I didn't get a book. What? Oh, what happened? Come on, give me the book. Oh wait, I did get a book. It just looked a little different. This is a very good book to cast as a spell, might I add. Storage. Because it actually gives you a chest worth of storage. And might I add, these have the ability to level up. So storage 1 is actually a bit interesting because you know they'll level them up later. So let me throw a few things in here. I didn't actually use much of that. Now this thing does actually seem to appear to help your magic level a bit when you use it, but it seems to have limitations. Like I think it'll only help you level up so far when you use it. So it's a bow that gives you some magical power or magical skill while you use it. So that's interesting. Now let me see here. Do I want to put anything else in? I think I'll just leave with those items in there. Now you cast it again. Does not have enough MP. See, that's significant. Now, this is where these elixirs come in. And see that number on the lower right of the screen that's been manipulated? That's my MP. So that's your magic that you can use. Oh, apparently I had a witch issue and I forgot to put up my glass bottles. Well, that's handy. Now, isn't it? So you have a storage spell. I think it connects all storage spells, but I'm not 100% certain. So if I get a separate storage spell book, we'll go. It does show the stock. So that's good there. So let's try other books and see if I can get some that I can actually make work. Again, watch that magic level over there. There, watch the magic meter. So I'm currently at Novice Magician. I got Flame Breath again. Can I add these together? No, I don't even think I can anvil them. Can I anvil? Okay, that's a good question. Can I anvil the books? Because there's some things I'm still exploring. I do like the mod a lot, but it's gotten so big that I don't know everything there is about it yet. Although I know a lot about it, and that's why I'm doing this review. No. You can't anvil them to power them up later. There is a certain spell that might... Whoops. There's a certain spell that might be able to help. Now, you can cook them to get a regular book if you have extras. That is something I already knew, actually. It's kind of funny that way. You can literally cook the book. And when you cook the book, you may, in fact, get a... well... You can't actually make these books, so it's not like you can turn it into another one of these, but you might use it to get something else like, oh, say, bookshelf, or Thunderbolt. This one's kind of dangerous even when it works. Okay. Is there a pig around here? Always a favorite with lightning. Pig. Big for the demo? Pig? Hello? Is there a pig? I'd rather not electrocute a sheep. Okay, as you can imagine, this is a lightning spell. Okay, if you're not feeling the pigs to let me in, I'm gonna have to demonstrate this on something completely different. Time to cook something. Time to cook up. Oh, you died in the water. Were you still cooking? Okay, he still gave me the steak. But yes, you can basically lightning mobs with this thing. I'm trying to remember, can I fire this at a regular block? It's somewhat of an expensive spell. But if you can do that, it would be even more useful. Yep, it's just wherever you're pointing. What's the range on this? Oh, I may need to give myself another elixir. Or few. Time to drink up. As you level up, your magic level will increase in terms of how much energy you can hold as well. Oh, it's what's been giving me the glass bottles. That makes sense. Okay. Totally should have saw that one coming. I mean, it's basically a potion. Did I actually have something? Did I have glass bottles in here before? Maybe it won't allow me really too terribly far past that point. Huh. Okay. So as its storage goes up, maybe it gets better over time as to which ones you can actually use. Nope, they're stocked in there. It just only revealed so much. Okay. So that's perfectly fine. Okay, let's see if I can get another book. So far, the fire breath isn't working quite how it was before. Oh well. Let's see if I can get a new spell. There are some that are really nice to have. Flame breath? Come on, it's practically the dud right now. It's the running gag of spells. It flung it. Flame breath? Okay. To show you what I think about your extra flame breaths, I'm going to toss some in here. Not all, because I might actually get one to work. But I'm tossing you in there. Okay. That's one way to do it. Use magical storage to store your extra spells. That would be a pretty good strategy. Heal! Finally! This would make good sense. Okay. Healing can heal you or other targets, I believe. So allow me to punch this sheep a few times. I'm sorry, sheep, but I need to demonstrate the ability to heal you up. And I'd rather not actually, like, assault an enemy just to heal them up. Okay, that should be good enough. Let's see how well you heal. Calm down, and I will heal you. Not enough MP. Okay, should have seen that coming. But that's what elixirs are for. Apparently, if you don't have enough MP, you take damage. Reminds me of another mod, actually. Yeah, and I'm gonna have plenty of leftover glass bottles. Okay, I'm gonna nibble an apple. Nom nom nom. Okay. I want to heal the sheep. Healing is good. So heal the sheep. Aw, you went out of the active radius. Yes, keep looking at me, sheep. I want to heal you. It's not working at him. It's just for me. Huh. Some things seem to have changed or not working currently at this time. So maybe I need to. I'd rather not injure myself. But okay. So maybe it just heals me. But either way, that it could come in very handy on a long trip. So, still a good thing to do. It's just not quite the way I was thinking of things. So right now I'm just going with random. I'll demonstrate the books that I haven't demonstrated this way if I need to later. But this is showing it live. Heal again. Okay. Because you give a copy to a friend if you're playing multiplayer. Then you'd both be able to heal yourselves. Venom Blast. This one is toxic. Sorry. Again, the sheep are having a bad day. What is going on here? Some of the attacks are having an interesting time. Okay, so I'll put that in the maybe pile as I restore some mana again. Or MP. It's 50 a pop, so it's pretty good. Okay, random book again. I only have a few left. Come on, mystery book. Explosion 2. Yeah, this is exactly what it sounds like. And as you can see, it's not always the lowest level that it'll give you. Let me blow something up. What do I want to explode? Oh, there's a little notch of land there? That looks like it needs to be excavated. I do believe I have the solution. Charging up, and... yeah, you get an achievement just for using it. I just blew stuff up. Pretty good big blast, seeing how I didn't get damaged in it. You can see how this is useful for excavation, blowing up enemies, bypassing walls. Basically anything where you need explosive power, and I definitely know somebody who would absolutely love this spell. Um, yeah, that worked out just fine. So that's a copy. It's exploding. We have two more um, chances to get something completely different before I have to start purposefully looking into things. Return. This would have been handy if I'd remembered it before. I'm trying to remember if this can go extra dimensional. But this is very interesting how this works. Return allows you to, and remember this whole time I was using other methods to get here, but in a way that's on purpose, because just showing you how convenient this could have been. Okay, I am trying to mark this location, I believe. Raise this to your spawn point. So there's warp and there's return. Not enough MP, anyhow. Okay. Let's, now that's by percentage. Note how only when you actually hold the items does it actually do anything. Okay, I am holding sneak while doing this, just in case it has to mark it that way. Because I'm trying to remember if you use it once and then it works from then on to that point, or if you have to be holding sneak. Let's see if my MP is replenishing a bit on its own. Respawn point does not exist. Oh, do I have to work it on a bed? Okay, because again, some of this I'm not entirely sure of. Okay, let me see here. Okay. So, let's try to click it on a bed. That way it marks which one it is. Let's try a white bed, which is probably the one you're most likely to make first these days. Okay. So I've done some of these before, but because of interruptions, I've had issues with that. So let's. Okay, so let's say, you know, actually I might have to time set night. So. Okay, now we'll time set day. I kind of threw off the cycle, so interesting to note what happens when you sleep and it's not actually changing the time that much. Okay, so I have slept in a bed. So let's see if it now considers this my return point. You will also get faster casting as you go up in level with magic. So spells will get easier. Did it click something? Okay, it's just kind of fluxed in my hand for a moment, like I was moving it around. Not sure why. Well, I thought it was marking the location. Okay, so recall point is going to be done. Either that or there's that companion spell. I think there might be one. I think you mark the location with a similar spell and then return. Does not meet the conditions. There's some of these things I've got to wonder. So I'll figure that one out later. I get one more shot at random spell. And then I have to figure out what I'm going to do about that. If I'm just going to go to my special area and just go for it. Flame breath, you again. Okay. I'm going to return extras in here. Okay, this may be a little buggy right now as to various things, because I had thrown some in there before. Okay, so this is kind of the collection, and I'll make sure to remember this is the subset I have already done. There are a lot of them. And you can't put your storage book inside your storage book, just saying. Okay, so let's with that in mind, time to go around to my area I already had set up for this, instead of going with randomness. The randomness was because I had the opportunity. I got enough books while I was hunting creatures to go for it. Okay. The magical books. This is how I had it set up before that whole thing happened. As you could tell, this is Flame Breath, and it goes all the way up to level 4. Now, if I were to try to cast this in creative, I'm trying to remember if it actually even works then. Because I think it has an issue period right now. I think there's something about Forge 1.12 where it's not fully operative. Yeah, it's not doing it. It's supposed to burn things. Yeah. It's supposed to set things on fire. So, yeah. Heal. Now I know this is primarily for you at first, not other creatures, at least for now. Summon. I haven't really worked this one too much, but I know it's a bit different than the others, so we'll see. Compositing. This is unique. This I definitely have to show as its own thing. This is unique. Holy Bless. This one I can show off. I remember how it works, so as long as it's still working fine, it should be cool. Explosion. You've seen the explosions. So I'll put that there. That doesn't work. That I wish did, but it's not. Throw away the smaller one. Heal works, but it's on you. Return, I'm still not sure why that's not working. It used to work fine before. Again, this is the newest version, so I may have to do some updates as to how things were working. So, kind of. Don't need that. Thunderbolt is working. So we had that. This was compositing. Holy Bless, which I have just fine. That was Thunderbolt, I believe. Storage. Now let's see if I use storage now, if it lets me go higher. Oh, that's much higher in area. Okay, I don't know why it's having technical difficulties with the lesser versions, but apparently it's not always showing what you got right. Okay, those are there, but what happened to the other books? I could have sworn I threw them in there. Okay. Either way, as you can see, the storage spells go up higher and higher. They do work. They do work, and it is per book. So each book acts as a magical storage unit in and of itself. It's not as shared as I thought it was at first, but oh well. It's one of those things. Flying. This is interesting, and I don't know if I can demonstrate it correctly right now. Although I can try. Transportation. Did it not work? Okay, I'm magician rank now. Okay, this is what flying does. As long as you have the flying power active, which isn't really metered as more as it's like per trip, you can fly with the Electra in a very special way. It kind of... I have to get out of this mode. Okay. Hope the power's still working. I can recharge it just in case. Come on, execute spell. Okay. I think that's working. So I'm going to go way up and then change mode. Did it do it again? I think I did it a little too fast. But basically, it acts as an infinite boost for the Electra. That's what flying is. So you hold on to this book while you have your Electro Wings, and you have an infinite rocket source. So you just fly around like crazy with this. Isn't that awesome? This is already the funnest way to fly in Minecraft, is with the Electra, in my opinion. And this is a spell specifically designed to enhance it. So instead of running on fireworks, you can run on magic. Just give yourself a boost periodically and soar. Remember, boosts with the Electra are whatever direction you're looking at. So if I were to aim this straight up, I really catch some air. So this is fun. Okay, I will try to land myself on the area around here. Okay, need to do it slowly. There we go. And that was flying in a nutshell. It'd be kind of hard to do from a standing start, but if you get yourself really hauling, it would be good. Okay, so then next one. Let me see here. I need to go back into Creative to copy these. But yeah, you can see that flying works. It works well. In fact, I'll put the Electra under that just as a special reminder. Now, let me see here. Are there any others before I have to demonstrate the extra special ones? See, that was flying. That's storage. I'm trying to remember which ones I've clicked on already. It's just too darn fun. Venom Blast, that's the one that seems to be having some sort of technical difficulty. So, we'll see. Warp. Okay, let me see. Is Warp the one that just teleports you, whatever you're looking? I think it is. If not, it'll set a recall point. But recall would then go to the warp. Not sure if that's the way it goes, guys. I just wonder there was a way to mark the point that I've seen. Warp point has been set. Okay, so let's see if it can even do it in midair. Okay, so this is the one that marks it first, and then you go there. I'm not sure if Warp 4 negates dimensions or not, so let's go for it. Seems to take a while to charge up. Note, you will want to do this at a safe time rather than in Mortal Kombat, so yeah. Yep, it goes there. He even got an advancement warp. Okay, now that was warp. Let's see, does my recall function go there? Return. Is that the one that would go there? Like, is it just for going back to your warp point? The same way as warp, except it doesn't set a warp. So some of these spells may be lesser versions of others, but we'll see. Or maybe this one goes through dimensions and the other one doesn't. Doesn't meet the conditions. Well, there's a way to change the condition. It's called I'm in a cave, in the dark, and I need to go home. Will my return function get me across dimensions, or will it not? We shall see. Stay tuned for when the spell activates. Poof. That's it. The answer is warp is only within a dimension, and this is between. However, you have to have set the point previously with warp. Again, the magic update is very, very new. So return and warp do, in fact, work in tandem with each other. That is good to know. Really good to know. And infinity. I think this basically gives you a temporary boost of infinite arrows. Which is a little irrelevant since I'm technically creative. Oh, wait. Oh, it's not infinite arrows, it's infinite magic. Oh, and everyone's glowing that can't accept the book. I have infinite spells. This is awesome. Oh, sorry to have not gone completely into things before, but hey, some of this is, again, really new. This makes Holy Bless that much cooler because it has a special extra effect that would be good to use as a ultimate. Thing is, notice how I got a couple extra effects? It's because of this book. Every time you use Holy Bless, you get random buffs. Anything classified as, or several at once. Holy luck, Batman! I got everything. It's like I just had an enchanted golden apple. Only not quite the same. Oh, wow. Of course, this is Holy Blessed 4. This is the maxed out version. They do range from 1 to whatever. In this case, 4, apparently. The infinity has worn out. I don't know if I got anything extra on top of that this time. So infinity is basically a limited time where you have infinite magic. So, yeah. I like that. Torch. It does what it looks like it says. This one I definitely know how it's supposed to work. Done. You walk around in the general area, it sets torches. As long as the effect lasts. Okay, I think it's still charged. It doesn't necessarily say all of the times the magic is still working, because they're not necessarily effects per se. But some of them work like that. Like, for example, with Infinity, it stayed for a certain period of time, and then it just went away. Okay. I can go all the way over there in the ice section. That's nice. Well, that'll definitely show that it's working fine. Oh, that's the return book, since I already had a copy. Okay, so, I can let loose return 1 and just put return 2 there. Since it was some that worked out fine. Okay, time to see how summon works. Because this is one thing that, again, is kind of work in progress, so we'll see what I can summon. Is that effect still going on? How long does this last? My goodness, the area will be lit up like a Christmas tree. I'm reminded of that time in Solitary Craft where I was using the torch gun. The rocket-propelled torch gun. That thing gave me an absurd amount of torches in an area whenever I fired one. And I'm feeling like that moment now, only I'm using magic, not a really cool gun made by Aichan. Trust me, it was an awesome gun. These torches just seem to go around forever, don't they? Did they finally wear off? No, they're not wearing off. This is the most amazing torches. Okay, time to summon something, even if it's in a very lit area. Charging. And the absolute last will be compositing, because that one's kind of cool. Summoner. You can summon mobs that are, I believe, temporarily under your control. Or at least on your side. They're considered part of your team, I believe. Or at least they should be. This will be very, very weird if I get blasted. See? He's friendly. I'm right here. Yay! See? They're on your team. And I mean, so basically invisible scoreboard logic. Isn't that something? Is part of insert player names team here, in my case Glitch Reaper. The thing is that they are also apparently immune to sunlight despite being undead. This is a summon skeleton. It does call him something slightly different, so I think that's partially how it goes with the rules. So they will fight for you. Did I hear something go off? Someone attacking? Because I have allies right now, and it wouldn't be a wise thing to try attacking this area. Or did something finally break? Namely some ice. I don't see any ice broken from here. Okay. So summon will summon some nice minions to help you out. Remember, you will only see your magic level whenever you're actually holding a magic level, so it will definitely reveal what is magical. Ouch. That really hurt. That was like hitting a wall. Okay. That is an expensive spell. As they go up in magnitude, they also go up in cost. Beyond your magical knowledge, ouch. Apparently you have to level up before you, well, In creative, it delimits you, apparently. Ouch. Okay. That hurt. Okay, so apparently I normally have to level up before I can get to level 5 spells. So there's another limitation to be knowing about, is your magic level may determine just how powerful you can actually handle. So, yeah, that was a little unfortunate. Although, admittedly, they can come in with enchanted equipment, so that's good to know. Oh wait, I have a heal spell. It may not be... It may just be level 1, but I need to use it now. Ah. Thank you. Thank you for being the correct way to heal. So I can't heal others, but I can heal myself very well. I'll take it. Now, let's see here if I can show how compositing works. This is where things get a little different. Now, let's ignore some of these others for a moment. At least show the dynamic of how compositing is supposed to work. This is also something I do know ahead of time. Just need to find where I put the book. Hello, compositing book. It's infinity. That's storage. Where'd you go? Could have sworn I had the book. Are they disappearing on me? That would be very unfortunate. Some weird things are happening around here. Very, very weird indeed. Okay. I'm gonna go over here and find where I put compositing again. Oh, that's the magical book that leads to it all. That's torch. Return. Oh, man, I think it was one of the wider ones. Infinity, but not... Don't need that right now. Flying, I don't need to speed up my Electra. Did I have a workbook that just vanished, or did I accidentally? Oh, it's just putting it in my hand. Okay. Yeah, where's... is it? It's flying. Oh, that's what's happening. Okay. Oops. Compositing, that's what I need. Okay, this is where things get really interesting. Okay, ice. Okay, this is one use that you can use it for. Compositing doesn't have recipe integration yet with JEI, so I'm just going to have to demonstrate one of the ways to use it. Nine ice. Hello? Do I have to be in survival for that? Magic to not be the... is it supposed to be in just one spot instead? Okay, let's try it. There we go. Okay, so whenever you're using 9 ice and turning it into packed ice, apparently you need to put it all in one slot. I didn't know that before. I just knew it said use 9 of them to get it, so... Yeah, okay, now let's try something else. Very special. Okay, combat. Casting compositing spell again. Now these things obviously won't be in the same slot, but... apparently you have to cast it twice in a row. Now I have a composite helmet. Now note that you already had armor toughness on the Hexkite set, so remember when I said that it was like diamond only better? Well, I'm going to demonstrate that with how it looks later. Remember this stat is 1 armor toughness and 9 armor. So, Let's see if that actually improves whenever I composite it. Hexkite has to be combined specifically with diamond to get the composite set. It's one I didn't show before because it's essentially magically created only. So, have them in my compositing buffer. Cast again. Compositing magic has been failed. That's so sad. Oh, I got them back, but it's a weird victory. Apparently, as you level up with that spell, it has a better and better chance of actually succeeding. Yeah. So let's try this again. Do I have to flip that around and be the Hexkite first? Is it really picky about that order? There we go. I have composite. Now, note it, now it has 2 armor toughness and 10 armor. So, let's composite. In fact, let's try compositing more than one thing at a time. Let's see if that works. So, diamond boots, diamond leggings. Compositing time. So let's see if it's always Hexkite first. And just to make sure that it's farther away. The Q. Okay, it doesn't like that many at a time. Fair enough. Apparently compositing magic, where you fuse items together, is still a little, well, picky at this time. Okay, maybe it's just it has a chance of failure. So let's, well, apparently that's how it was before. Okay, so let's go all out with the attempt again to see if I can in fact succeed at doing 2 composites at a time. Well, apparently if you fail, at least it sends it all back. Okay, I got composite leggings and the the boots came back on their own. You know, that is kind of funny. It's like, you know, I'm not feeling like doing 2 things at a time. Okay, let's try it the other way and just see if it succeeds on its own. Composite, 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 fuse items. There we go. So apparently it's not really picky. It was just feeling weird that time. Okay, so now this is composite set. Now let me see here. Is there anything else I can composite? Well, there is. It's composite sword, composite pickaxe, composite axe, composite shovel, and composite O. As you can see, all these things have enhanced stats. Although, when it comes down to it, they're not as necessarily like as super speedy as the Manalite set is. So they're still decently heavy. Composite axe, 13 attack damage. That's not bad. But if you really want to hit hard, obviously you want to go with, you know, with Magnite. But this is pretty much as far as things are going right now. Compositing is a new thing, so it apparently, this is a whole new crafting dynamic. You shove it into a magical space, cast a spell again, and then it pops back out. Isn't that something? In fact, I think there was maybe one more recipe I might want to try if I remember. I think I can turn a stack of coal into a diamond. If I remember right. Composite power again. Says it failed. But I think it is something that's possible, is to compress coal into a diamond by using this method. So it makes me wonder if you exceed the stack. Maybe it's just me hoping that it's like this, but I could have sworn that was one of the few notations they had on it, is that you could do it this way. That and, you know, packed ice. Packed ice definitely works, so if you're trying to figure out a source to actually make stuff out of it, there's your technique. But coal seems to not be working into a diamond. Oh well, maybe I just read that wrong. But either way, remember it's Hexkite and diamond for any of the composite set. So they have decent stats apparently, but they can only be obtained through the special compositing magic. So you may go through more than a few of those random books before you get your final spells. So, this has been everything for Cavern so far, and I will update if I can get some other things to work, or at least note it, or whatever. And for example, getting this to work would be nice, and that was obviously one that came from the whole torch spell earlier. That was obviously not there disturbing it, because I really don't remember that being there before. I went through Cavenia and I did the magic section. Did the magic section last. So I know that wasn't there before. So don't mind the torch and don't think it was interfering, because it totally was not. Oh well. I think that's everything for here. I have a lot of editing to do and reorganizing. This has been Glitch Reaper here with Cavern. Kind of a work in progress at this time, although it has a lot of content. Kagari does want to add a lot more and refine systems he's already added, but so far it's already very, very cool. So, I mean, for one thing, I transmuted my armor in route. Isn't that awesome? I literally fused one substance in another to make this. I know that's kind of been around in some other mods before, but not quite in this way. As I've shown, the magic system is simple to use in many ways, although apparently has chances of failure with a few things. But that's okay. That adds a little bit of randomness in it and risk. So, yeah. I'm gonna have a good time exploring this mod in survival several times over, whether or not it's in 1.12 or 1.10 or 1.11 or whatever, because it has always been awesome. Even if it's just for the infinite mining, but it adds so much more than that. You can actually gain special abilities over time as you level up, so it's kind of an RPG crossed with caving. And that is one of the coolest things about this mod. It really adds the mine back in Minecraft. So, hashtag mine like you mean it, because this is Glitch Reaper. I'm logging off for now. Hope to hear from you all later. So, bye for now, everybody.